Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Minute to Rise here, and I'm going to be teaching you guys a couple tips with EVA foam. So you can choose to follow these, or if you have your own version, please comment on it in the comment section, and I will see if I can improve what I do. But here are just some ways that I make EVA foam work better for me. Alright, so as you can see, I'm building my Titan armor from Destiny. I got my glue gun heating up right here. I have this piece that I'm wanting to glue right here, just like this piece. But I'm having a problem with this piece. I tried to glue this together and it just peeled apart. So, in order to fix that, we're going to take some heavier grit sandpaper. Make sure you're not sanding the bits that are going to be showing, just the parts that are going to adhere to each other. So like, you see where all that glue is? That's what you need to sand until it's pretty rough looking. So in that way, the glue will bond a little bit better, and I'll show you what I mean. So I have just sanded the portion that was not showing. I'm holding it together, and all I did was reheat the previous glue and add a tiny bit more, a tiny layer in between there, so it'll adhere. You don't need a whole lot because it basically melts the foam. But I'm just going to hold this for about 45 seconds to a minute, which will give it a good bond. So it's been a minute, and I'm going to let go. Look at that. It's pretty adhered, I would say. I don't want to like rip it apart just to show you how good it is, but better than it was, obviously. But that's just how you do that. That's how you make it adhere better to two smooth surfaces getting together. I mean, if it's already a rough surface, it's really redundant to do that. But if it's a smoother surface and you want to rough it up, because the glue will get into the cracks and it'll, I don't know. I don't really know the exact science behind it, but it really does work. Okay, so the next tip is going to be about bending the foam and making it stay its shape, and to bend to more extreme shapes, etc., etc. So basically what you're going to need to do is heat up your foam until it's shinier and, well, I wouldn't say black. I would say darker shade than it is now, but not to the point where it's smoke coming off of it. You'll see what I mean. So I just heated it up, and it's a little more droopy than usual. But you got to be quick about this. What you're going to do for thin strips like this is roll it up like that. And you're going to let that sit, or if you want to be really quick about it, you run it under some water. Now you see how well it held its shape. I didn't hold it for more than 30 seconds. But if you want to make it a little more extreme, you got to roll it really tight and run it underwater literally the second after you heat it. Which, I don't know the exact science behind this one either, but I assume it works a bit like metal, to where it's more malleable when it's heated, but whenever you supercool it really fast, not only does it seal it really good, you see the shine, but it also retains its shape a lot better, which is what I did for these, which is why you can kind of hook it onto your shoulders and just let it hang there. That's how good it is. Alright, so the last tip I'm going to teach you is how to make a curve like that. A really sharp curve without a seam, which is difficult to explain in my opinion, but it's not hard to do if you've got a steady hand and a very sharp blade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a brand new blade out, right here, brand spanking new, and I'm going to get a piece of foam right here. It doesn't need to be that big for this demonstration. So what you're basically going to do is on the inside of here, you're going to make a V, a valley cut. Kind of like a bevel, but in both directions. And I'll show you what that looks like. Now it doesn't need to look perfect, but that's the gist of it. It's got a V, and what you do, you bend it. Well, you got to put glue in the seam, but you bend it, and there you go. That's the sharp curve I was talking to you about. and it'll stay that way once you glue it. Anyway, if you guys want to learn any more tips or tricks that you see on here that you don't really know how to do, please feel free to ask me. I am totally open to any video suggestions, but this is just one I've been getting a couple of requests for. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys another time.